Hey guys, I'll wait for a few people to get into chat. I've got the light on. I've got everything charging. I'm absolutely, utterly exhausted. That whole thing with the snake just took everything out of me. I'm not going to have an opportunity. I just realized to put makeup on. I got to be up at like 3 a.m. and get over to the campus. So I'm exhausted. I think like 4 or 5 hours of sleep because I got here about 2:30 and I went pretty much straight to bed at 2:30. I stayed up a little bit, but not too much after that. And then I ended up, hey guys, it's nice to see you. I just wanted to say I'm still alive. I survived. I survived the snake. I got to tell you, my lips are just cracking. Oh, I hear it's bleeding. The air here is so dry. My lips are so dry. I've got Blistex. I've got everything, and it still hurts. My lips hurt. I'm dropping some shorts on the new channel, the Bullhorn Betty TC. I've already converted that over to Bullhorn Betty for president. So if you haven't subbed up, sub up, so we can keep this channel true crime and keep the political stuff on the political side. So I'd like to do that. Yeah, I know. It kind of sucks a little bit. I got to get glasses on. I can't even read this stuff. I don't even know where the hell my glasses are. Oh, Lord. Everything. Aha. Boom. I can read. I can read. I can't believe I'm so blind I can't read without glasses now. Hey guys, it's nice to see you. Hindsight, Katrina, the real me too, Lulu's Nana, Ronnie, it's nice to see you. I know I scared everybody. I tried calling my mom. Sonia, good evening. I even tried calling my mom. I figured she had to have been probably flipping her lid after seeing that. That scared the crap out of me, guys. I mean, it could have turned out to be a really, really bad day. There is no question in my mind whether it could have been a really bad day. I stepped on a freaking huge ass snake. Slap on the damn thing. Stepped on it. And when we first saw it, I swear to God, this thing looked like a not a water moccasin, a cottonmouth. I freaked out, but we were so perplexed because I stepped on it and it didn't try to attack me. It was a very docile snake. And even when we were going to check the snake out to find out what snake it was, you know, it didn't bite me or anything. It was I stepped right on it and it didn't bite me. I mean, even a normal garden snake would have bit me. This thing didn't even bite me. It just scared the shit out of me. And, but we went over and looked at it and kept, we kept looking at the belly and stuff like that. And we found out it was a water snake. It's a harmless water snake I ended up stepping on. So, I mean, it just could have been a bad day, because had it been a rattler snake or had it been a cottonmouth, I'd be going to the hospital right now. Like, every time I'm out searching, I'm very cautious of snakes. Even when we were in the backwoods of Georgia, looking for Quentin Simon, we saw snakes. I was prepared for snakes, but I was in a public park. I wasn't even, as foolish as that sounds, I wasn't even thinking that there could be a snake. It was just a creepy place to get some B-roll, very ominous, almost Cape Fear-like. It was really creepy. Like, I really want to go out there at night, but I changed my mind since the snake incident. Well, normally I would, the real me too. I brought boots with me. I've got all my boots. I mean, the boots are in the vehicle. It's just, we were out there for a leisure time. We just wanted a place to go and walk and hang and walk off our lunch. And so we went out there because we thought it would be peaceful. It had a lake. The photos looked really pretty. We were looking for a boardwalk, like a boardwalk that you walk out and walk along like the swamp and stuff. It looked like it had it there. We looked in all the pictures and it looked like they had like a boardwalk, but we got there. There were so many trails. We don't know which trail took you to the boardwalk. So we ended up coming to the first little cut. I mean, that was right there by the parking lot. We didn't get very far. And again, I was walking out there and I felt something mushy under my foot, like, I don't know, jelly. And so I looked down, and there for the split second, I thought it was a rubber snake. And it started moving. I started screaming. I went absolutely ballistic. It startled me. You know, I'm not usually scared of snakes. But I've never stepped on a freaking snake before either. You know, I've seen them from a distance, even friendly snakes. I'm not afraid of snakes, like holding them and stuff. I'm not holding a wild snake, of course, but I'm not afraid of holding, you know, I'm not like freaked out by stuff like that, you know? And I come from, like, I knew better. And even Jewel, she told everybody to watch out for snakes, but see, I have hearing problems. So, you know, sometimes when I'm walking, I'm hearing the cracks of the leaves, not anybody talking, because my hearing's drowned out. Some sounds just don't come in for me because of my hearing loss. I'm completely, many people don't realize, and one of the reasons why I talk so loud is I'm completely deaf in my right ear. I can't, like, there's no hearing in that ear at all. 0% hearing. And so that's a lot of the reasons why I talk loud. You know, when I was a young kid, my parents were so concerned because I would walk out in front of traffic because I couldn't hear it. And it terrified them, you know, so it was one of the things. But I didn't hear her say that. I didn't hear her give it the disclaimer. I didn't hear any of it. And she was like, I told you guys to watch her. I'm like, everybody heard her but me. Everybody heard her but me. What the heck? Betty, I hope you're not upset with me sharing my thoughts. It's not anything against you. It's just because I feel like you're able to look at things objectively. Actually, I didn't see your comment, hun. Nanya, it doesn't, you know, I mean, I to be honest with you, I like, I don't like people parroting me. I don't need people parroting me. I like the contrast of opinions. I like having a healthy debate on issues, you know, even with these cases and stuff like that. So it really does take a lot to, you know, offend me, to be honest with you. So it really does, because I do look at things. I mean, do I get frustrated? Of course. Do I scream and yell? Of course I do. Do I throw shit? If I didn't want to break, you know, if I wasn't so cheap, I probably would throw a lot of shit, to be honest with you. I just don't like paying to replace it. So I've learned my lesson from a younger year. It was on other video. Okay, well, I'll go back and look at it, but I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure you're fine, but I appreciate your at least explaining it to me. To be honest with you, I've been so busy here lately, I haven't even hardly been able to read any comments because I've been dealing with so much. Just stop the cap. Which cap? I too am a shit thrower, LOL. Yeah, well, we try to do what you can. I just like people, you know, I to be honest with you, I like people being who they are. You know, I like people being comfortable in their own skin. And I hope that comfort in people's own skin is a kind person. You know, and we got so much mean people. It's like, why at this point? Why? Like, I don't know. I guess I think I just look at things a little different. I don't understand how people can wake up angry. You know, I hate waking up angry. I hate waking up miserable, you know, like mean. I don't know. It just, I don't like it. I don't like the way it makes me feel, like personally. I don't like, I mean, can I be a mean person? Of course, I could probably be brutal just like anybody else. I think everybody has that in them. But I hope, you know, I hope people just start being nicer. We have enough nasty and garbage in society. We don't need to be part of it. Oh, thank you, the real me too. Are you with Jonathan? No, I don't even know where the heck he is. Why would I be with him? I don't even talk to the man. I want nothing to do with him, to be honest with you. But I'd be respectful if he was here, you know, because that's just how I roll. But yeah, no. Not in a million years. We don't like to see you upset. I'm not upset at all. I'm exhausted, to be honest with you. I had a great day. I mean, the snake kind of got me a little fired up, I have to be honest with you. I will not lie. even and it wasn't, guys, listen, these people I'm with are crazy. Okay, you think I'm crazy? No. That, like, you remember the fruit don't fall too far from the tree. They ain't my real family, but they're my family. Okay, and I gotta tell you, they never stopped screwing with me ever since the snake incident. So Mike's behind me with a stick, and every chance he got, he would just wiggle it across the ground or hit me in the back of the leg. It got to the point I actually said GD. He scared me so bad one of the times that I actually said GD. And I'm like, you gotta quit doing this, GD. But that was like after the third time, because we were out there for a while. He wouldn't do it like back to back. He would wait a second, your guard would be down. And then he'd come up and sneak up and do it again. And I'm like, ugh. And so I had to put him in front of me. I was sick of him being behind me. She wasn't at the rally in the woods. She was with friends. Yeah, the rally's not until tomorrow. We're the Front Row Joes. We get up here ridiculously days in advance. We camp out. We talk, we, wave flags, we get people, we go out into the community, make sure people know that the rally's going to be here. We meet, like, this is on a university campus, I think. So we got out and met with the students and stuff like that. We really try to be interactive and show a good side, so that's just really what we do. Oh, middle pillar. Interesting comment. I thought I was a racist. I'm just curious. I mean, which is it? Am I racist? Am I, what? I don't get it. I don't get what you guys do. And what difference does it make? And why do you have to say stuff like that and get yourself blocked instead of just being a nice person coming in here? Are you warm enough? Yeah, I am. Actually, to be honest with you, it's kind of funny because last night, usually when it's cold out, I keep the car running and I turn the heat on, and I'll just let it run all night long, and just have either heat or air. Like if it's hot outside, I'll just run it and run the AC all night long. But last night it was comfortable. I mean, it was cold as heck outside, but with all these blankets and stuff, I was nice and comfy in here. But I tell you what, when I poked my head out of these covers, I was cold. I put my head back under the covers. I ain't gonna lie. I went whoop, right? It was cold this morning. Yeah, it's cold this morning, but you need snake boots. They're on the list. Snake boots are expensive, and it's not really something that we utilize a lot. So when I'm out in the field, I just use extra precaution because I'm from the woods. My roots are Mayaca City. It's rural. We were trained in snakes. I let my guard down. I wasn't paying attention to the ground there. I was paying attention to the shot. I was paying attention to get that eerie shot. And it almost did me in. My notifications didn't work earlier. I saw all the notifications. That's why I tell you guys got to turn them to all and check back a few times, because when I go live this many times in a day, it stops notifying people. Like, I think certain people only get 3 notifications for lives. And if you weren't part of that 3 notifications, when I go live again, other people will get the live notifications. So I don't know how all that works, but it works something like that. At least that's my understanding. I don't know. I'm not a techie person. Eaton. I don't know what Eaton says, but let's go and see what we got here. Oh, good Lord. There's other channels for that. That would never happen. I don't know if you know me. I'm a very prudy person, and sorry, but my tatas are for me and only one other person to see. Okay, and it ain't you, babe. And I don't get paid for it. You could use snake, but yeah, I got that. Sometimes snakes blend. No, that's why I'm always cautious, Allie. I do know they blend in. This one did blend in. It looked like a freaking leaf. Even when I mean, look at the snake. Even when I blew it up, go back to the live. And even when you blow it up, it blends. It looks like a freaking stick next to a stick. I mean, it startled me. It startled me. It could have been a really bad day. It startled me so bad, like I'm scared to walk in the woods now. I remember that time we were out in Georgia woods and I saw that pygmy rattler, and Dolly jumps on the four-wheeler and wouldn't get he wouldn't even, when he was trying to do the recording, he had to step over, or was it step over me? I can't remember. But he wouldn't get off the ATV, and he had me so spooked out I wouldn't get off the ATV either. And I think he went to, because he walked around to the front of the ATV to stand on it to look, you know, further out. And so he had to come back around, and he almost knocked me off into the snakes. I had a similar experience. I was scared for you. Oh my gosh. I tell you what, that you hearing me scream, that was Bullhorn Betty's real scream. That was me terrified. Nobody has heard that scream. I guarantee none of you guys have ever heard me scream like that. That was truly a candid moment. Bullhorn Betty was absolutely 100% terrified. I thought I was dying in that moment. I didn't feel any pain. I didn't know if it hit me. They're screaming cottonmouth. I'm screaming. I'm running. When I started screaming, they thought I was falling into the water too. Somebody else said that as well. Like they thought I was falling into the water. No, I stepped on a freaking snake. Oh, thank you, King Mac. And this is not pretty. This is like exhausted on exhausted. This is what I look like when I'm done with my days. I mean, I'm so damn exhausted. It's not even funny. And we worked, and then we were out in the streets doing our thing. And then of course where we were parked, we had to deal with some law enforcement. I always tease my people. I'm like, every time I come out with you guys, I'm always in trouble with the law. We're never in trouble with the law, but you know, we have to work with them because we come out here literally days before these things. And so we have to work with them on places where we're going to be camping, staying, you know, sometimes we're there to watch eyes on the actual event itself, to make sure nobody's coming in and stuff like that, or going into, you know, secured areas. We're very dutiful when it comes to our jobs here. Oh, thank you, Lulu's Nana. I wish I could put it up on this thing, but I'm running straight. I'm running straight YouTube, so I can't put anything up. I figured this would be the easiest. Yes, I'd stay to see your friend lift it. Oh my gosh, I didn't even want to see it at that. I don't want him lifting it. I don't want him messing with it. I just want him to leave the damn thing alone. The poor thing was just about as scared as I was. I can tell you that. He tried to bury himself into leaves. I think that's the only reason why he started moving, is because I was right there at the edge and I stepped on him. I think he was just happy and content just being in his little area, and I made him move. I didn't mean to make him move. I didn't know he was there. I would have stepped over him. Yeah. And then he goes to sit, you know, because he was on the front of it, and he was standing up on the front of this thing, because it has like almost like a shelf thing on the front and like a shelf thing on the back. But because I was on the back, he had to go on the shelf thing on the front. But when he got down, the way he did it is he got down on the one side foot thing, and then he went to lift his other foot over. Well, I'm sitting in the back. I'm sorry, I don't think Dolly can kick that damn high, because he surely did not. He got about as high as my face, and I had to duck. If I didn't duck, I would have been on the ground. He is scared of his own shadow. Many states have stopped making anti-venom because the cost, so be extra cautious. Yeah, I'm not worried with South Carolina. The people get bitten here all the time, and if I'm almost confident that it was just been a bad day. I mean, we were all talking about that. You know, geez, you know, if this did happen, we would have had to rush to the I would have been in the hospital right now. My mom would be freaking out, all because I didn't look where I stepped. It's insane. But you know what? It's reality. It's reality. Araceli Vega, what is your favorite sport? Football. I'm a football junkie. Well, I used to be. I'm not really much anymore. I haven't watched a game in years, but I was a diehard Florida State fan for college. I'm a diehard Bucks fan, even though when the Bucks were crap. Like, they didn't hardly win anything. They were orange and black. They had literally like an El Conquistador type of person on their helmet. Like, I've lived here my whole life, but that was mine. And I did like Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins was a good team, but not, if it came down to the Bucks, even though the Miami Dolphins usually kick the Bucks' ass, I'd still be rooting for the Bucks. I'm making coffee. I'm so tired. Send some coffee this way. That's the one thing that just because I drink so much coffee at home when I'm on the roads, it really kicks my butt because I just can't drink that much coffee. I don't stop that much. And it's not like I have a coffee pot in the car. Maybe that is an idea. Maybe we need to have a car coffee pot. Zoe, it's nice to see you. There's your shout out. Zoe B. Oh, I wonder if you know another Bearden that I know. I would have had a heart attack. I did have a heart attack. I'm totally, utterly exhausted. Any ounce of energy I had left in me is kaput. I don't know where I am on this thing. I'm trying to find you. Frankie, that's rude. Who's Frankie? Frankie's never rude. Can you shout out my brother? His name is... you just... Good Lord. I snorted. I keep wondering, do we have adults in here or children some days? That was kind of funny. Oh, Lord. Hi, Emma. It's nice to see you. We have been missing Lady in Town. Went for a run and hasn't been seen for 4 days now. Please send prayers. Lulu's Nana, send that over to me. What state is it in? We can definitely advocate for her. Oh, really, gang? It's nice to see you. God bless you. Looking so beautiful, my sweet bull. I think we have some child. Yes, we do. We do have some children in here, but that's okay. That's okay. Just for all the new people that are in the chat, we have literally only one rule here, okay? It's, well, I guess really two. Mean what you say what you mean, and don't say it mean. But that goes right into rule number 1 is don't be a dick, right? That's really the only rule in here. We're all adults. I shouldn't have to police adults in my own chat. Like, seriously, if you can't be an adult, just leave. Nobody wants to deal with it, right? Go be childish on another channel. But hopefully you guys can all get along. It's nice to see you. Someone is behind you. Yeah, it's probably me. Actually, I was gonna say, but I got these blackouts. Like, you can't see. There's no way to see in. There's no way. I got blackouts. I gotta say, I remember the first time I slept in this car. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. Really. Oh. But oh, you guys can't see me. No. Oh, let me turn the light on. Hopefully we don't have any issues. Let me just make sure. Okay, good. We're still good. It's always a challenge sleeping in the cars, but it's never just a challenge for me. I can always park anywhere and sleep in a car. Right? It's the challenge comes in when you have like 20 cars with you. Trying to find places for all of us to hang out and chill. That's always the hunt on these trips. We spend hours before we even leave trying to find locations. We have plans, contingency plans, and contingency plans on these trips. Why do you delete your other lives? I didn't delete the other lives. I privatized them. And it's because I can. Why can't I privatize? If I feel like bitching and privatizing it, I have every right to do that. And that's what I did. I vented. I said what I meant. I meant what I said. I said it the way I meant it. And I said my piece. That's how I roll. You don't see me taking up hours and days and going on for forever and ever, amen. I got shit to do. I'm busy. I say what I mean. I hit it and I quit it. Got my son his first pony? Where do you guys live? Hopefully you guys live in the rural areas. I don't know if they wouldn't let me have a pony in my backyard. I tried. BHB can do whatever the hell she wants. Yes, I can. Had an orthopedic appointment today for my leg and knee and foot. I hate those. That's the worst thing, because everybody has to freaking walk, you know, and it's like your feet and everything like that is just absolutely, utterly ridiculous. So shout out to Jack, please. Okay, well, shout out to Jack. It's nice to see you while we're doing the shout outs this evening. I hope everybody's having a great day. I just wanted to pipe in here because the last time you guys saw me, I was screaming as I was running out of the woods. I was being chased by a demon snake. A demon snake that can get stepped on and not strike me. I gotta tell you, that damn thing, I'm not getting off that. I'm probably gonna be talking about this stupid snake for the next month. Because I tell you what, I'm glad they had, as you go into that park, they had some portalettes right there. And I don't like portalettes, but for whatever reason, I'm like, okay, we'll do a portalette, right? And so I had to pee. So I go in there and I pee, and then we go over there and I have to be honest with you, I'm so thankful that I used the bathroom before that event, because I have a funny feeling if my bladder was full, we might be having a different conversation. Just saying. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I don't hate snakes, Unicorn. I really don't, but I like to see them from afar. I definitely don't like them up under my feet. That's for sure. That's for sure. Oh, you know what? The reason why I look like this is because I'm absolutely gorgeous. I'm absolutely gorgeous in my own skin. I know my value. I know my worth. And Izzy, I'm sorry you don't know yours, but you're never going to have any value or worth being nasty and mean to people. I'm sorry, you're just not. I wish you the best. I will pray for you, but you know, you have an opportunity to be nice or be mean. Your words don't hurt me, honey. I trust me. I know what I got. Trust me. I know the value I bring. Okay. You need to learn your value. God bless you. Glad you are quick with the wrench. Yeah, my wrench people, they're pretty good. What about I think this Friday night, I think there's a lot of people that have intoxicating beverages right now that are looking in a screen. Please don't do anything. Okay, calm down, boys. Please calm down, okay? I promise you, it ain't worth it. Ask my ex. Aw. Thank you, the real me too. I know I am. Take a joke. It's not that serious. Well, sometimes they can be serious. Something that you think is funny may be very offensive to other people. Remember, we live in a PC culture, don't you know? You got to walk on eggshells this day and age and have anxiety everywhere you go because you got to worry about everybody else's issues and everybody else's feelings, don't you know? Welcome to America. Definitely not what I prescribe to. Do you live close to Naples? It's about an hour and a half away from me. Hurt people trying to hurt people. No, who am I hurting? I don't hurt people. If my words hurt somebody's feelings, then I'm probably saying something that is true, right? Because when people say stuff about me that isn't true, it doesn't really rise anything. I actually laugh about it. I don't get really upset about it. So people that are getting upset about something that's coming out of my mouth, probably because what I'm saying is true and it's hitting home, right? How many times do you get very angry because somebody doesn't know what they're talking about? You don't. You roll your eyes, you laugh, you're like, oh, they're an effing idiot, right? You don't get mad. So if you're getting mad, there's a reason why you're getting mad. And I can promise you ain't Bullhorn Betty. That's what I say upstate. Screw PC. We're not a PC culture. I'm not a PC culture. I'm not part of it. I don't walk on eggshells. That's why people are so angry with me. have no problem because I live for myself. I ain't living for you. I ain't living for them. I live for myself. I do what I think is right for me. Why? Because the only person I got to take care of is this girl right here. At the end of the day, I don't have to take care of anybody else in this chat, right? They have to take care of their own stuff. They ain't got time to take care of some Bullhorn Betty. Why do I have time to take care of them? Hey, Nat, it's nice to see you. Aw, thank you, Lulu. Didn't you hear Betty say you shouldn't be so sensitive? A Philly guy, let me tell you something. You don't talk to my mods that way. And if you're really a guy talking to a female like that, you know, maybe it's time for you to call your mama. I'm just saying. We don't play that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, I wasn't talking about you. Who is you that you weren't talking about? I can't watch the Harmony trial. It's too much. Oh my gosh. I haven't even had a chance to watch it. I know people wanted it to go live on this channel, but I didn't have the time, unfortunately. It's a case that's near and dear to us. Harmony Montgomery is a little girl that was in the care of foster care because her mom lost custody of her. Well, her father, a violent felon, was released from jail, and a judge gave the custody to this violent felon after not even having a home study completed, and gives this little girl to him. Well, it didn't take long. By December, she was dead. She was gone. Kind of funny, that word gone, right? Isn't that the same word Candace used? Just a little food for thought. Those little bars of soap, I ate too many of them when I was younger. Don't get around me with no damn soap. That's why I use body wash. PTSD. I'm just joking. Don't forget to hit the like button as you guys are coming in. It's nice to see everybody here on the channel. I'm not going to take too much of your time. I'm really exhausted. I want to go to sleep, to be honest with you. It's almost 7. I've got to be up at like 3 a.m. Because we've got to start working on getting everybody together, everybody suited up. We have to put our uniforms on, and we got to go and get our work done. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. It's going to be a long day, but the good news is this event is inside. This is interesting. The last time we had one inside, and it wasn't even inside, they just held us inside. It was the Sarasota rally, Robarts Arena. They let us, it was so miserably hot. And they actually, because it was so hot, they ended up putting us in the bleachers at Robarts Arena. And those bleachers were the lifesaver because we were in cool air. But the kicker is the event was outside. So you've been cooled off for literally hours, because by the time they get you in, it's about 2. He goes on, so we got in there, I think it was about 10 or 11 because it was extremely hot. And they were starting to worry about people's health. So we get into the rope, they open it up around 2 and we go sit in our chairs. But we were so much hotter after we left the AC to go out and sit in the sun, you know? Like if we were just out in the sun, we would have been able to deal with it. And then all of a sudden, this rain just starts pouring down. Literally pouring down on all of us. It was the most refreshing thing that I think, usually people, put the umbrellas up. There was not one person trying to run from that rain. We were so hot. I was soaked to the bone, but I tell you what, that was one of the best ones I had ever been to. When you use YouTube Live, live like your journal. Yeah, I don't write in a journal. I haven't kept a journal since I was a kid. There's a full moon tonight. All the animals will be out. Is there really a full moon? Because usually the crazy go sane and the sane go insane. Okay. Wow, we got a lot of people being hit. You guys need to chill with the comments, guys. You're making the mods go a little nutty. No, I'm just joking. Well, it's already been 35 minutes. This is definitely longer than I was planning on being on anyways. I just wanted to come on here, tell you guys I'm here, I'm safe. The snake didn't get me. It almost did. I'm lucky to be alive. I will tell you that, because if it had been any other snake or any other situation, I would be in the hospital right now. So I'm just a little freaked out, you know. I don't know how to explain it or express that. I'm sure many of you can imagine the shock of something like that, stepping on a snake that you think is a freaking cottonmouth. It's very unnerving, very unnerving. And I didn't, you know, I was jumping and everything. I didn't know if it hit me. I didn't know if it bit me. I didn't know if it was on the back of the leg, on the foot. I didn't know, because sometimes when things happen like that and they happen so quickly, you don't even feel them. I've had my foot almost, not my foot, but one of my toes. I cut it so freaking bad riding a bike, and I got home and there's like blood coming out of it, and I got blood all over the floor and didn't even realize I cut my freaking toe. And it was cut pretty deep too. I don't know how in the world that happened. I still to this day don't know how it happened. I didn't feel it. When I noticed it, you bet your ass I felt it. But once I didn't notice it, I didn't feel it. Oh, who's that? Hi. Oh, I was out today with friends because I'm in Conway, South Carolina. And while we were at a state park, I step on a freaking snake. A big old fat snake, and start squealing like, oh my God. Like, I freaked out. And everybody looked at it at first and thought it was a cottonmouth. And so that even freaked me out even more. But we kept looking at it until we matched the actual snake to a snake, right? The actual snake. And it sounds like he was I don't know if it's North Carolina or South Carolina. For whatever reason, I keep thinking it said North Carolina, but it said Carolina water snake. It's a docile, it obviously, it didn't strike me even after stepping on it. You know, it didn't try to bite me. It just wanted to get away from me. So I was thankful for that, which was a little bit different than what you would expect in a poisonous, aggressive snake. You know, I would have expected to have been bit, or at least attempted to be bitten. I don't know how it happened. All I know is 1 minute I'm standing there, and the next minute I realize I'm standing on a freaking snake. And this snake was huge. Like huge. Okay? I mean, this thing was probably 3 feet, 4 feet long. About this big. It was a fat snake too. It was big. And I didn't see it. I don't know how I didn't. Even when I looked at it, it was hard to see in those leaves. It blended so well. And when I looked at it, it looked like a rubber snake until it started moving. And I realized it was a rubber snake, and I just started screaming. And it was crazy because all those things, like that whole thought process was like milliseconds. But it seemed like it was just in slow motion. It was the craziest thing I ever seen, because I remember stepping on something. I looked down and I almost, it took me a second to process that it was a real snake before I started screaming. And I think that was the pause. I was like, ah! It's like you'll hear that pause because it's that second that I'm trying to analyze this situation, and I start freaking out, just absolutely freaking out. So, and I'm sure everybody and I tried calling my mama. I did try calling my mama. They are so immature. Yeah, snakes are scary. Hello, everyone. Hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. You need a different hobby. I don't know. I know that wasn't for me, Ronnie. But still. Yeah. It's good you are with a, yeah, I'm always, when I do this stuff, we're always with a group, because it's a group, you know, it's a project. It's a group project we've been working on for years. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to turn in for the night. I'm going to try to get up early. If I can make it to the gym and take a shower, I'd like to get a shower before I have to go into the rally and do all that stuff. But the good news is it's going to be a controlled environment. There's going to be temperature control. and we've already made, we're already got our positions in line and stuff like that. We always do, because we're here ridiculously many days before it starts. But either way, all right, guys. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys go. Sounds like somebody's alarm's starting to go off. So anyways, guys, take care. God bless. I'll try to bring some live, but go to my my political channel, Bullhorn Betty for President. Go up there and sub up if you want to see the events. I'll be going live several times tomorrow on there, as well as TikTok, for everybody to kind of get a lay of the land and just see what it is. And just kind of let you guys know what goes on behind the scenes. So we'll leave it at that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. God bless. You guys are tucking Bullhorn Betty in. Take care. Rock it out with your coffee beans out. Bye-bye.